So, you've heard me talk a little bit about how weird it is that Trump wants to take over Canada here. Have you ever considered how weird it is that Donald Trump consistently goes after Canada, our allies? Even on Fox News, he was approached, why are you so hard on Canada and yet not as hard as you are on Russia? And he says, because America, we should have had Canada. They drew an imaginary line, and Canada should be our 51st state. Wouldn't that mean Mexico should be our 52nd state then, if that's his reasoning? It's so weird how they make this attack on Canada. A peaceful place, Canadians are. And they go after Canada. And even Republicans have said, I don't even want to go after Canada. I wouldn't want Canada to be the 51st state. They say, why? Because most of them would be siding with Democrats. Most Canadians are liberals. Republicans, we'd probably never win another election again then. So, in reality, Donald Trump trying to make Canada a 51st state, which is never going to happen, but he's screwing over red states. He's screwing over his own party. He's screwing over his own voters. He's screwing over MAGA. Is there anyone that Donald Trump doesn't screw? Well, I don't know. I don't think he's screwing Melania anymore. But, like, this is just ridiculous how we are still, our president is still going after Canada. Dude, shut the fuck up and actually get some new material. Or actually, maybe don't, because your material is so fucking hateful. I only imagine what would come next for him. It is just stupid. Again, none of you voted for that. None of you voted for him to take over Canada. You know, you voted for tariffs, you know, for those of you who voted for Donald Trump, because remember, you voted for higher prices. You voted for that. You thought that you were going to be voting for the economy. Get real. It wasn't about the economy, because you believe the words of a liar. I don't mean to be so in your face about it, man, but that's how it goes. But it's just so ridiculous out there. Why are we going after Canada? What did Canada ever do? And again, why are these people always attacking some of the most peaceful people on our planet? Why are we going after transgender people again? Because you're offended and afraid of them? You're afraid? How weak do you have to be? You're offended that transgender people actually exist? Get real, man. Transgender people are going to be here. They're going to be here for a long time. Get used to it. It is what it is. We just want peace. Not looking to make war. There's nothing... nothing makes sense at all in the stupidest administration in American history. Nothing at all about any of this makes any sense. And it's just a stupid talking point that Donald Trump makes to be stupid. He wants to be stupid. He wants you stupid. I can't find any other word to describe it other than stupid right now. Why we're going after the peaceful people? Why we have turned one of our greatest allies into an enemy? It doesn't make sense. Canada didn't want this. Canadians don't want this. Canada would rather be an ally to the United States of America instead of being this being what we're doing right now, instead of our government. Now, fucking only our president, the only one who's actually wanting this, is Donald Trump. And because Donald Trump says it, so many on the right-wing media and the cult followers, they gotta do it. They gotta kiss ass. They gotta take in the Trump dick, the Donald dick, and they gotta spread his message. That's what they do. That's what it means to be in a cult. Don't question, just do it. Don't ever question it. Just gotta do it. Why make war with Canada? Makes no sense. Why make war with transgender people? It doesn't make sense. I need you to ask yourself this. How does going after transgender people affect you? What are they doing to hurt you? Oh, because they exist? Well then, let's get rid of the gay people. Oh, you're okay with gay people, some of you are. Well then what's your problem with the transgender people? Why do you care so much about what's going on in someone's lower regions? Why do you care about how someone wants to identify? Focus on your fucking self. Is your life that sad that you can't just like fuck off? And literally you have to be in someone else's genitalia? You have to concern yourself with that? Really? That's weird. Oh, and by the way, it's not the transgenders going after your kids, so don't give me the kids, line there. Not at all. Why we make war with peaceful people makes no sense at all.